Hello everybody, in this video I wanted to take a look at Arkk Invest, which is an ETF, and then this is not going to be any kind of deep dive into their financials of the companies in the ETF, but more so me just giving my opinion on the ETF. And I'm really excited about this ETF. I've just found out about it relatively recently, and I've always wanted to handpick the stocks that I invest in, more so than just investing in an ETF, but this one's a really great one, and I'll try and explain why. First off, there's several different Arkk Invest ETFs. The one I'm going to be focusing on today in this really quick video is Arkk Innovation, the first one listed here, but there's also New Generation Internet, Genomic Revolution, as well as FinTech Innovation, and then lastly, Autonomous Technology and Robotics. And here we have Arkk Innovation in the last year. It's up over $49, so over doubled, up 115% in the last year, which is pretty insane. And then it's up a whopping 400% almost in the last 5 years at 384%, which is pretty insane for an ETF especially, but this is an ETF that invests in innovation stocks, which tend to go up extremely high, and I think tend to be very undervalued in the market, even though they may have negative revenue or negative profits and they're making very little revenue. They may still be extremely undervalued. You're not looking at their book value, but they're extremely undervalued because of what they're able to do in their industry that nobody else is able to, whether it's their product or a patent that they have, or it could be a dozen different things. But something about their product is just industry leading, and it's innovative in a way that can't be easily competed against. And I think that's undervalued in the market and is really something that's really hard for analysts to identify and price. And next up, and probably most importantly, is their top 10 holdings. A couple of things I wanted to just talk about here is Invitae and CRISPR in number 2 and 4 there. They are industry leaders in gene editing, which I think is going to be huge 10, 15 years from now. So you're not looking at near term, but it's going to be an increasingly rapidly innovating industry, and these are the industry leaders. Then there's also Square, which deals with point-of-sale solutions. If you look at China right now, they're already doing extremely well with Alipay, and I think the US is going to kind of gradually shift towards that, although the banks are not going to like it, but Square is really kind of helping us get there. And then there's also Proto Labs, which is pretty hard to describe, but they make custom designs and molds for different companies. And then there's 2U, which is education technologies for graduate students. I mean, there's several more listed on here. I encourage you, if you are pretty interested in this ETF, to go ahead and research a few of them yourself. But the most exciting one here for me personally is Tesla, listed there at the top at about 11% of their percentage of assets in the ETF. It's also the leading percentage of assets in autonomous vehicle and robotics, Arkk ETF, and it's also in another one as well, I believe. But I mean, there's tons of really great videos for why Tesla is so innovative with their batteries that they're going to start making, with their autonomous vehicles, with their car designs. Even though people may not like them, they're extremely safe and reliable. And they're still growing rapidly, and their competitors are really struggling, except for in maybe China. So there's lots and lots of reasons Tesla is a great investment, and not many reasons not to invest, so definitely happy to see that leading on there. I just started adding to this in my portfolio maybe a month ago, so I just have 9 shares, a little less than 4% of my portfolio. I have another ETF, which is JETS, which I was really hoping was going to be higher right now. That's a airline ETF, which if COVID hadn't lasted as long as it has, then it would be a lot better off right now, but I'm just kind of holding on to that one right now. But this is definitely my favorite ETF, and I will continue to add to it over time. Thank you so much for watching. If you do have any questions, do let me know down below, and I have tons of other brief stock analysis videos on my channel, so be sure to come and check that out and subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for watching to the end.